How you doing, man? You all right?
Yeah, man, living a dream right here, living this quarantine life,
Yes, it's real out here, man. How's it been for you, man?
Oh man, it was kind of rough. I think just with anybody, man, just kind of figuring out, after you've been grinding for so long and building and running, then all of a sudden they tell you, hey, stop, go home.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So like it's been an adjustment, man. Definitely mind is good now. But at first, I was struggling, just I think like everybody was at first, just trying to figure it out, not knowing what it's the unknown, you know what I mean? But
yeah,
at the end of the day, man, we all know who knows everything. So at the end of the day, I put my faith in that, and I'm just keeping it moving.
yeah. That's what's up. Yeah, man, that's what's up, man. Same for me, man. I just been trying to keep it moving, man. Trying to stay steady, man, and just keep the faith, keep the hope. I know me and you, man, we faith people, so
Yeah.
The biggest thing is keeping that faith. You know what I'm saying? I always say, man, you got two type of people. You know what I'm saying? When you think about boxing, you got those ones who are backed in the corner. Some of them will fold and they'll give up. But then you got that other fighter, he'll fight his way out of it. And you know what I'm saying? That's something that I know that me and you got, bro. Like we gonna get it regardless.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's like what did Beyonce say? I'm a survivor.
Yeah. So it's, like I said, man, it's real, man. But you got to continue to stay focused and you got to continue to move forward. Mike, what was your when you thought about, COVID-19, the pandemic, when you thought about all the benefits and stuff that they had, what was your action toward that? Like, what did you decide to do? Did you decide to take, the benefits that they was giving you or not? You know what I mean?
Now we got to give a little bit more context. What benefits are we speaking about?
Now, when we're talking about the SBA loans and, different things like that, the small business loans that they got because you're a barbershop owner.
Yeah.
You're getting ready to open up your second location. So, what was that like for you? You know what I mean? Did you decide?
Yeah, man. I think the good thing that the way that we run our barbershop, my brother Jesse, and I shout out to Jesse. Yeah. We do everything through a point of sale system. We don't do anything under the table. We're able to approve every single dollar that comes through our barbershop. Yeah. And so the cool thing was we was able to go to the banks and say, look, this is exactly what we're making. This is exactly what we're doing. This is the reason why we feel like we deserve this loan, quote unquote. And man, it was a beautiful thing to be able to be in a business that we actually were able to provide all that stuff. Unfortunately, man, they're just not giving it to us. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, but at the end of the day, the bank was super, super impressed about how together we have our stuff. I'm able to, man, for anything they needed, I'm able to prove it. I was able to watch earlier when you were speaking, man, and something that you say you do, I do it as well. Bro, I do card everything. I don't mess with cash. I deposit if I get cash, I deposit cash every day. You know what I'm saying? I have a money trail, and so we wasn't able to get no loans. But this is the thing, though, Josh, and I know you know this because I learned this from you. When I used to work with you at J Cuts down in Fort Smith. A lot of people that may be tuning in to give y'all a little background. I've known Josh my whole life. Josh is actually one of my mentors. When I moved back from North Carolina, Josh was the first barbershop that actually offered me a job when he knew that I was coming back. And so he put me on and he taught me a lot of stuff about money, about how to save money, how to handle my money, and a lot of stuff that the principles that you taught me, Josh, like me and Jesse live by them today. And, and that's one of them, man, is just stacking money. And so the beautiful thing is this right here. It's a terrible situation. We're not able to work, but, just through some of the principles that we learned from you and the system that you're teaching and the stuff that these videos and stuff that you're about to release that you've been telling me about, bro, like I've been living that, man. And that stuff's actually helped me and my brother get through this time as far as like, we've got money in the bank to get our barbershop through several months. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it to get to that, but it's like we prepared for stuff like this, obviously not like the world to stop, but just
right.
But yeah, man, we gonna make it, bro.
Yeah, man, I think it's key. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, what I was saying in the video earlier, was that, you know what I'm saying, we need to be able to say that 3 to 6 to maybe a year. You know, I'm trying to even say more than that, to be honest with you. I say more than that, so I can be able to, you know, be able to afford your bills, you know what I'm saying, or whatnot. So it's key, it's important. And that's why I say it's a lot of barbers, man, that's just, some of them with, you know, barbers, you know, hairstylists, beauticians, they're just struggling, bro, because, you know what I'm saying, either they knew the information, they didn't apply it,
right?
You know what I'm saying, or they just didn't know the information. But I think we'll be so much, they'll be more prepared next time if something like this happen, or whatever may happen where they can't work. That's the reason why I say that, you know, I believe as, you know, people that's in the hair industry, I think we'll be a lot better, you know what I'm saying? Because we'll remember this time. And something that always stick with, like, people remember pain. They remember something is wrong. And so, you know, if it's painful, you're gonna be like, yo, bro, I ain't trying to get back to that. It's kind of like, you know what I'm saying, us, we grew up in the hood, you know what I'm saying? Thanks. Some of us didn't have a lot, you know what I mean? So it's like our grind is totally different because we don't want to go back to what used to be. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
amen.
Yeah, bro. Like I know what that was like. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When you that kid and you go somewhere and you ain't got the type of money you need, and then you're, you know what I'm saying, you hustling to get what you need to, you know what I'm saying, just to eat that day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so it's like, it's one of those things, like, you ain't trying to go back to that, bro. So your grind is like on a whole nother level. Yeah. So I think with some people, it's kind of like a natural thing for them to grind, you know what I mean? But then I think sometimes you have to learn that, you know what I'm saying? And for some people over time. But yeah, man, I think it's important, you know what I'm saying, that even in this moment, you know what I'm saying, that you be even wise with the money that you do have. Right. And just to go into the next topic, I think you just need to be able to, you need to go listen and learn and YouTube videos and read books and different things like that, to educate yourself right now, because this is a time where you can educate yourself more than ever. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I said, I was telling you, when you behind that chair, bro, when you cutting, when you taking care of business, sometimes you can't really, you know, focus on reading a book. You know, you might have to do an audio book or something like that. But I like to read physical books. So, you know what I'm saying, audio book is cool, but I like to sit down and read it. For whatever reason, I feel like I get more out of it. But this is a time to really just sharpen yourself, you know what I'm saying, work on yourself. Right. You know what I'm saying, and move forward. You know what I'm saying? So what are some of the things that you're doing, Mike, to just move forward?
Man, I'll be honest with you, bro. Not to sound crazy enough, man. I'm right now, my biggest thing, bro, that I really been focusing on daily is my relationship with the Lord. You know what I mean? Just making sure that I'm spiritually right. You know, I feel like if I'm spiritually right, everything else gonna fall into place, man. But so I've been focusing on that, you know, because I just got so busy, and I know a lot of us in our industry get so busy, man, that we don't work on ourselves because we're so used to working on other people. You know, it's been a real refreshing time for me just to be able to and again, I'm going to answer your question, but I know a lot of barbers and stylists are going to watch this, and I want them to realize, man, like, you know, don't look at this time as a loss. Like, take this time, man, to better yourself by watching videos. YouTube has a ton of videos how you can grow business, learn how to cut better. Man, spend time with your family. You know what I mean? Like be what you couldn't be because you were so busy, and now create better habits and create new habits. And so, man, I've been watching videos on haircuts that I usually struggle with, and learning how to get better at it. I'm actually going to order me one of them heads.
Yeah, you need that. Yeah, you need that.
I'm going to actually do it. You can sit around all day and cut and watch it. You know what I mean? But definitely doing like practical things to grow. You know, one thing about it, man, in our industry, like you can't never stop learning. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you always got to be growing. If you ain't growing, you're dying. And so I just been like you, man, to listen to a lot of audio books. I got a couple books. Matter of fact, I've been looking at this one right here lately. It's called The Purple Cow. You know what I mean? I've been looking at that. But it's just, you know, when I say looking at it, I need to finish it. You know what I'm saying? Like I got to sit right by my bed. I've been looking at it. So I need to open him up. and finish it. But I got him right there though, because I look at him every day and he's looking at me and he's like, boy, you better get on me. But yeah, man, I think self growth is important. Just in this time, because like I said, man, this thing can either be a platform or it can be a prison. You know what I mean? Like this quarantine time, as Stephen Furtick said the other day. You know what I mean? I refuse to allow this to break me or to make me go the opposite direction. If anything, I'm gonna use this time right now to get better, to get stronger, and grow. So that's just where I'm at with it, honestly.
Yeah. I was talking about those. It take 21 days to either make or break a habit. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Sitting at home, that's a bad habit. If you're just sitting up watching TV and not being productive. Man. You know what I mean? You don't want that.
It's killing me, man. Like I'm gonna quit saying that. It's actually blessing me. It's blessing me because I'm such an extrovert and people person, man. Like I gotta be doing something and now, man, I'm sitting here finding myself with nothing to do. And that's whenever I said, you know what? Instead of me sitting around with nothing to do, I'm gonna read a book. I'm gonna look at YouTube. I'm gonna look at YouTube. I'm gonna excuse me. I'm gonna do whatever I can do to grow, because this is the reality. And this is what a lot of people are going to have to figure out. And some people are going to learn the easy way and some people are going to learn the hard way, Josh.
Yeah.
When we get back into our shops, bro, our customers are going to see what we've done with this time, meaning have we bettered our skills? You know what I'm saying? Because they're going to be like, dang, dog, you've been off work for 2 months and you came back and you still can't do X, Y, and Z. Like you ain't open up no books. You ain't looking at no YouTube videos. And they ain't going to take you serious because you ain't taking yourself serious.
Yeah. I have this thing that I tell barbers, if you don't respect what you do, nobody else will.
Right. That's a fact.
You can't expect your clients to respect you, you know what I'm saying, if you don't respect yourself. And that's just part of it, bro. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead, bro.
No. I was pulling the phone up. I see a lot of people asking questions and everything. I'm saying stuff. Yeah, man, we miss all of y'all too, man. I just realized everybody was saying stuff.
Man.
Man, I trust y'all. We miss y'all just as much as you miss us, man. Not even because of the money, but we just miss our time with you guys, man. Just the energy we spend with all of our clients. Man, we miss everything about it, man. But we're gonna be back. We definitely gonna be back.
Yeah,
hey, Josh, man, I heard that you got your own spot opening up in Chicago. Good Lord, you in Chicago?
Hey, yeah, I do, man. It's
tell people about it, man. A lot of people go and update everybody on you, man. I'm gonna throw you out there, man. Go and update everybody about you, man.
Yeah, man. It's the name of the shop is Transitions Barbershop. It's different. I know everybody from Arkansas know me from having J cuts. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely wanted to make it where my name wasn't on it. You know what I mean? So Transitions Barbershop. As soon as this is over with, bro, I'm ready to open it up. It's gonna be open. I'm working on it now. Man, it's gonna be upscale, bro. It's gonna be nice, and I got a big vision for it, and so it's the first of many, and like I said, I got some guys that's already gonna be in there, and I'm just ready to grow, bro. You know what I mean? Everybody know me, they know my grind, they know what I do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Back in Arkansas, they know me for cutting hair.
Yeah. So beast.
So yeah, man, it's when this pandemic is over with, we're gonna open it up. It's gonna be ready, bro.
For sure, man. What's something that you could tell some people, man, that's been barbering for years, or just, you know what I mean, like what is like for you, man? Somebody that's been at the top of the food chain. Because listen, a lot of y'all, and Josh, I'm not trying to interview you on your own interview.
Yeah.
What I mean? But a lot of people, man, they've seen you because you've been cutting hair, bro, since you was like 10, 11. I just remember we were kids. You cut everybody's hair, and then you went to barber college. You opened up J Cuts in Fort Smith. It was like the best shop, hands down, in Fort Smith. And if anybody tries to argue with that, they're insane. You know what I'm saying? But you went from nothing to something in the city of Fort Smith, cutting everybody. God called you out of Fort Smith and said, "Hey, I want to relocate you and your family to Charlotte." Bro, you left 6 figures minimum. I mean, bro, you was killing it, Josh. You know what I mean? But so what's it like, bro, for anybody that's in maybe like a start all over time in their life right now, where they've been to the mountaintop and now they starting all over somewhere, but now here you are again in a huge city. Matter of fact, for y'all who don't know, we from Arkansas. Me and Josh from Arkansas, and there's more people in the city of Chicago than there is in the whole state of Arkansas. You know what I'm saying? Like, so going from little country bumpkin place to the big city, and now you're killing it, man. Man, that's inspirational, bro. Like, tell us about that, man. Like, cause now you the man in Chicago. Like, that's crazy. Like I love it,
I might, you know what I'm saying?
That's favorite too, though, man. Favor ain't fair, dog.
I all right, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing my thing, but you know, it's when you're in a big city, Mike, one of the things that you told me, because you moved from Charlotte, you know what I'm saying? You said that the grind is a lot. You gotta grind more because so many people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when I got here, I had that mentality like, man, this is a big city. You got to kind of find your place, you know what I'm saying? Right. And find your target. So that was the biggest thing for me, is finding it. But I think if you work principles that you've already been working over time, they're going to work. So for me, I didn't change up anything that I was doing. I already knew I could cut. I knew that if I could get people in my chair, it was over with. You know what I'm saying? But it was working the same principles that I've been working for years. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people ask me, like, why did I get into barbering? I got into barbering, honestly, bro, because, I looked at it. I was like, man, every time I go to the barbershop, I got to wait all day to get a haircut, or I got to run my barber down for a haircut. And then I asked myself, I said, well, what's going to make me a successful barber? What's going to make me a successful barber, bro? I don't even have to cut hair. All I got to do is come to work on time and leave on time.
Hold on, time out. Hold on, Josh. I'm going to rewind that. For all the barbers that's watching this, how did you put your clientele again? Say it one more time for the people in the back.
I came to work on time, left on time.
Woo!
And it was that simple. And it was being
time management. You saying time management alone?
Time management alone. You ain't even got to cut no hair. The fact that you there, the fact that you know what I'm saying, you there when the shop is open, and you there until it closes.
Man,
you know what I mean?
Listen, I try to I say this and people think I'm crazy. So I'm just glad that somebody else says it. You know what I mean? Like, bro, that's the most important thing in our industry, bro. Just being consistent, being available. You know what I mean? And just being there for the people and loving people. Like, people, it's real rare. I was teaching a class the other night on how to grow clientele. And bro, this has happened maybe 4 times in the last 5 years that I've been a barber, that somebody walks into the barbershop and says, who the best fader in here, or whatever. You know what I mean? They want to know who the most consistent, who can I depend on, who can give me great conversation. Like Shalandria said, consistency and professionalism. Like, man, that's what people look for. Now, don't get me wrong. You still got to know how to fade. You can't be in there jacking people's lines up or anything like that. But bro, like people, you know, bro, people just want somebody that they know, if I go in there and if they do tells me to be here at 1 o'clock for my appointment, that I'm not going to be getting here at 12:50 and it's 3:30 and I'm still waiting on it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing about you, Josh. Yeah, I mean, I wish y'all could have seen Josh in the shop, man. Dude is like I don't want to say a wizard because we don't do that, but bro was just, bro, like he can knock out 50 people and like because you had a system though, Josh. Like, that's the thing, you had a system. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, bro, like the people that are cutting hair right now, man, listen, like, get you a system, like create a system. Me and my brother Jesse, we was with Chris Chaney. We was talking to Chris Chaney today. Shout out to Chris Chaney, Valley Cousin, Fort Smith. And Mr. Charlie, my mentor with No Grease out of Charlotte, North Carolina, he was telling our guys one day, and I was telling Chris this, there's only 3 ways to give yourself a raise in the barbershop. Come to work earlier, leave work later, and develop a cutting system. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You can't have 50 different ways of cutting because your cuts are going to be inconsistent. You know what I'm saying? And so one thing I learned from you, bro, is that you was always the first one in. You was the Michael Jordan of the barbershop. You was always the last one out. You was you cut the lights on and you turn the lights off. And I remember, like, bro, I don't know why this dude even gives out keys to the barbershop, because don't nobody need a key. He gonna open it, he gonna close it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you were consistent. And that was like the season that I was with you. Like, I learned so much from you, man, just because it was just like, dang, like, dude is making all this money. He don't even have to be the first or the last one in, or the first one in, last one out. He already got the clientele. But Josh, you still grinded like you was broke. You know what I'm saying? Like, you still grinded like, bro, like you was like one banana, like one foot was on the banana peel. You could slip right back in the you know what I'm saying?
Well, that's the thing, bro. It's like you gotta continue to work like you broke, bro. Yeah. It's simple. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can never get comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Because the moment you get comfortable is the moment you're gonna hit that down slope, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm always growing, bro. It don't matter how good I get. I'm gonna continue to grow. I'm still trying to get better. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people think I'm just great at cutting hair, but I still watch YouTube videos, bro. I'm still looking for ways to get better, bro, because you can always be better. You know what I'm saying? No matter what state you in, you can be better. You know what I mean? So, and then for me, it was being that example. You know what I mean? Like, how can I, you know, tell my barbers to show up on time? How can I tell my barbers to show up on time and I'm not on time? You know what I'm saying? How can I tell my barbers, look, you need to be here to grind, and I'm not there to grind. You know what I'm saying? And so it was being an example. You know what I'm saying? To show people, look, this is how I go. But I just had that grind in me. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
I gotta get it, because you know what I'm saying? Again, man, you gotta work every day, bro. Like, you ain't gonna eat tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, you're right, man. And you know, it's crazy, man, because I talk to a lot of barbers, man, all the time from all over the country, whether it be just from people I know back from Charlotte where I live there, just people that I've met throughout the years, and we've networked, and students and stuff like that. And I talk to students, man, not even just in Arkansas, but from different parts of the country and stuff, man. And one thing I tell them, man, is just, bro, like, you have to be consistent. Like, you have to always learn. Like, you have to always be willing to learn. Like, you know, there's certain people that I pull from, you know, like there's videos. I watch a lot of like Chris Basio, man. I watch him. It's a barber out of Tennessee, man. He's a really good friend of mine, Tyler Trotter. You know what I mean? He started this whole movement called Believer Barbers. Like, it's like a Christian barber thing. And that dude is always spitting like spiritual stuff. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, I'm always trying to work on my cutting skills, my spiritual skills, my people skills. I'll even watch YouTube videos of like Eric Thomas so I can run through a wall. You know what I mean? So that way I can get motivated, so I can motivate people that come in my chair. You know what I'm saying? So it's dope, man. What up, Lamont? Lamont's another great barber, man, that's from Fort Smith. Shout out to Lamont Castleberry. See you. But yeah, man. So I mean, if there's anything else you want to add, bro, like what are you doing as far as like the bounce back? Like, once all this is up, once they say, hey, y'all can go back to work, because obviously right now we still don't know. For everybody that's been wondering, we still don't know. And I promise you, as soon as we know when we can get back in there, we gonna tell you. We gonna be, because we ready to go. But what are some things that you got set in place, so that way whenever they do lift the ban, that way people, when they come into your establishment, that they know, okay, cool, this right here is a safe place. They've done X, Y. What do you got set in place so that way when people come in, they're like, okay, cool, this dude has dotted all of his I's and crossed all of his T's?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is just knowing, for me, you know, just what I've been praying about and different stuff is just how to attack, you know what I'm saying? Because here's the thing, when this open up, which I think is a great time to open up a shop, you know what I'm saying? Because people gonna need haircuts. So I just been trying to make sure that even in my shop, I've been stressing the fact that how I want things, because I want to bring people into a place where they're like, oh, wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is next level. You know what I'm saying? And so I just been preparing my shop. You know what I'm saying? I've been preparing for even what, you know, I'm going to do with my online business and different things like that. You know what I mean? So it's building the content that I need right now. So once this is over with, I could just hit it running. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
some of the things that Jesse and myself, we've been doing, like today, we even got up with Chris Chaney, like I said, in Fort Smith. We was, you know, bro, when we go back to these shops, man, the crazy thing is, and a lot of, there's some barbershop owners in here right now. Shout out to Laquan Williams, one of the dopest photographers in the country. Got to shout him. I just see him come in. What's up, buddy? Bro, like when we go back to these shops, bro, it's going to be a whole different world, man. Like one of the things that we got in place is when people come in, we're going to have to like take their temperature. You know what I'm saying? With this little radar thing. We got nah, for real, bro, because at the end of the day, you got to, you know, that's the world we're going to be living in. And then we got a station set up where you're going to have to sanitize your hands before you come in.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
We got masks, we got gloves. So that way when people come back, I think I probably should have worded the question. I think I worded
you should have worded it.
My bad, bro. That's on me. But it's just, you know, so that way when people come in, they know that we just aren't like being oblivious and being dumb to the situation, like we don't know what's going on, but they know that us as barbers, because we got so many people that come through our shops, they know that we have the best in of them for their health. You know, when they come in, that they know it's sterile, it's clean, and stuff like that. You know, that was my bad. I should have worded that better for you.
So definitely, man. You know, definitely we're gonna have the hand sanitizer on deck. I'm probably gonna get some dispensers, you know, to place by the door in each station. Something that I usually do anyway is, I hit hand sanitizer, before every haircut. So in between haircuts, you know what I mean? So we had that set up, we definitely gonna have some disinfect wipes, so we can wipe our chairs out, spray, whatever. We definitely gonna be as sanitary as we can, man, because look, bro, we don't know what nobody got, you know what I'm saying?
That's true.
You can walk around with something, if you can walk around with it for 2 weeks and you don't even know it, you know what I mean? So yeah, we definitely gonna have a hand sanitizer on deck, antibacterial soap. We're gonna have all that on deck. And we're gonna make sure we're wearing gloves, again, that you can never be too, cautious, you know what I'm saying? And we're gonna have the mask on, you know what I'm saying? I got me a custom mask already, man. I'm ready. Got my hogs, man.
We just ordered 150 Uptown Barber Lounge masks where they're washable, where you can wash them and reuse them. They're gonna you put them around your ear and your mask, but we're actually gonna give them away to people that need masks and stuff like that. And so we're doing everything that we can, man, just to make sure everybody's gonna be straight, but man, if there's any barbers in, if y'all have any questions, ask the questions in the chat if y'all like. Josh, you said earlier you got a book, man. So what's the book coming? I know you flew down here you flew down here about a year ago, I want to say, and you went on like a 7 barber tour. Like, I mean, you came back down to Arkansas, man, and I'm gonna tell y'all something, and this is me bragging on my brother. He didn't charge nobody, didn't ask for no money, nothing. Like, when I say that Josh's heart is to grow people, to grow businesses, like, that's the reason why I messed with him so hard. And you were, you taught a class on finances, and you taught a class on what it takes to be a barber, just the lifestyles. A lot of people think it's just cutting hair, but they don't realize, man, that's the icing on the cake. You know what I mean? That's I don't want to say the easy part, but talk about some of the things that you do when you go teach your classes, because, man, when you came up here, we just sent out a little message on Facebook and Instagram, bro, and we had several shops that showed up, so you have a dope following, especially here in Arkansas. Like, and I'm sure you do up there in Chicago as well, but I know your platform is only getting bigger, you know what I mean, as you continue to grow and as you continue to allow God bless what you got going on, man. But I remember you talking about the book then, and then you kind of referenced it a few minutes ago. Tell us about your book, man.
Yeah, man, I got principles in there, just simple steps, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want to make this book too hard for people to read, but I really wanted to give them something simple that they can go by to help them be successful, whether that be, as a barber, as a beautician, whatever. It's just simple steps, bro. You know what I mean? How to be professional, you know what I mean? How to, manage your money, you know what I'm saying? How to set goals, all type of, different things, just something simple that they can use that if they apply it, it'll work. And so I just put that all in the book, man. That's what I teach in my classes. I want to make it simple. I don't want to make it hard. I want to give you a step-by-step process that if you work that principle, if you work that plan, it's going to work, bro. And so that's what my book is all about.
You know what's dope though, Josh? When you keep using that P word, principles, and one thing about life, one thing about our world, one thing about our universe, whatever you want to call it, things change all the time. Like, things rapidly changing, but one thing that doesn't change is principles. You know what I'm saying? Like, whenever you have principles and you apply them, it's universal. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy, like, because some of the stuff that you talk about, man, like, it's some of it's just really common sense, but it's almost like a lot of us barbers lack it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's actually refreshing that somebody's putting that out. You know what I mean? To actually be like, hey, man, like, let's go back to the drawing board. Like let's try to do that, so forth and so on.
I think this book too was really birthed out of, a lot of times, I know when I first moved here and I started cutting hair and whatnot, and I started growing fast in the shop that I was in, and the barbers would ask me, they'd be like, bro, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, how you cutting that many hairs? Like, how you get people to show up like that and different things like that. And what I realize is that, I'm not putting shade on any barber schools at all, but they, a lot of students, they're not prepared for, barbering when they get out, just the business side of it. You know what I'm saying? They may be able to cut, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, they don't really know how to promote themselves. They don't know, how to do certain things. And so it really came out of passion. I mean, it really is a passion, and it came out of something I just wanted to give back.
Well, you saw a void.
Yeah.
You saw a void. Yeah.
And so it's like, I wanted I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? If they asking me, and I, you know me, man, I freely give information. So,
All the time,
you know what I'm saying? They asking me, and I'm like, you know what I mean? Just do this, do this, do that. And then I was like, man, I should just put this in a book. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, if they ask me, I'm like, here, bro, here's my book. You know what I'm saying? You can get the book, buy the book, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But it'll teach you how, you know what I'm saying, to get started as a barber. Because at the end of the day, you can have principles, but again, you gotta work those principles, and they work, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, when I moved here, I just worked what I always worked, bro. I did what I always do. You know what I'm saying? And over time it paid off. And when I tell you, bro, it was like it's like immediately, bro, like every week I was growing, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't do anything different, bro, than what I was doing. And so that's the thing about my book. I just wanted to make it simple. My heart is to be able to give back, you know what I mean? And it's always been like that. I even was like that, you know, when I had my shop back in Arkansas, you know, I was always giving back to the community. You know, we was doing things, you know, like a client appreciation day. We was doing things like block parties. We was cutting free hair, giving away bikes, giving away gift cards and different things like that.
School supplies, everything.
Yeah, like, school supplies. You know, my thing is if you have a business in the community, that makes you a part of the community. So you might as well give back to the community.
Right.
And so, yeah, so that was one of the things, man. I'm just a giver, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the more you give, I feel like you can get more knowledge, bro. When you give what you got, you can get more. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, because you know what I'm saying, you giving what you got. So you emptying yourself out. And I feel like God just keep pouring more knowledge and wisdom on me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, man, that, you know, that's what the book is about.
I want to tell everybody a story real quick, and my computer is literally going to die. So I want to tell this story.
Okay. Go ahead.
This is a story that I haven't told a lot of people, but it involves you, Josh. I remember I was working with you at J Cuts, and you're going to remember this when I start talking about it. I remember I was on my way into the shop, and people don't realize I lived in Bentonville, but I drove an hour and a half one way, 3 hours round trip, Bentonville to Fort Smith every day for 8 months. Until I took the faith a step out with my brother and started Uptown Barber Lounge up here. But I remember you taught me one of the biggest lessons that I've ever been taught in my life. And to this day, I thank you for it, whether you knew it or not. So I'm going to tell you now, I thank you for it. I remember you called me when I was on my way into the shop. And again, you kind of brought up our background, how we first, you know, how we came up out the mud, you know, out the projects and everything. And it's really in us to go, grind, hustle. You know, working is nothing to us. Like, this is what we do. You know what I mean? That's the reason why it's killing us right now. I'm almost just staying at home because we want to work. You know what I'm saying? But I remember one day you called me and you said, Mike, I mean, it was just out of nowhere, and I knew it was the Lord, and I hated you for it. To be honest with you, it pissed me off. If you want to be honest with you, but it was the realest thing for that season of my life that I felt like I needed to hear, because without me hearing this, I wasn't going to ever propel into what I'm propelling into right now. And I remember you said, like, man, if you are all about the hustle of barbering. You know what I'm saying? You said until you fall in love with the art of barbering and the art of the lifestyle of being a barber and the art of that, rather than it being hustle, get money. He said, remember you told me you was only going, I would hit a ceiling eventually, like the money would come because I'm hustling. But I remember you told me, like, bro, eventually you're going to hit a certain spot and you're never going to get past it, because you're looking at this as a hustle and you in love with this because of the hustle and the money that it brings you. But you can actually get to here if you would fall in love with the art of barbering, with the art of being a barber, the art of haircutting, sculpting, and understanding that it's bigger than just a money grab. And bro, I tell you, that's some of the, and I remember for some reason I was offended by it, because I'm like, bro, we from the same place. You telling me not to hustle. Whenever in reality, you wasn't even telling me not to hustle. You were saying fall in love with this. You know what I'm saying? Because this right here, if you fall in love with this, it already got this in it anyway. You know what I'm saying? So once I caught that revelation, bro, like, it changed my life. And I remember I fell in love with the whole art of barbering and hair and the lifestyle. And once I did that, bro, I promise you, like, my whole life changed. Like, it was almost like you opened me up to a whole new world that I never even seen before. Because it wasn't about just trying to do this one thing and get money. It's like, nah, bro, like, it's more than just getting money. Like, that person in your chair, like like, bro, it's bigger than that. Like fall in love with the art of being a barber, with the art of cutting hair, with the art of promoting yourself, with the art of showing up every day, with the art of staying late. And bro, I just remember to this day, like that's one of those things, like if they ever write a movie about my life, that's gonna be a scene in the movie, you calling me, because bro, like I was in a good mood that day driving to the shop. I was all and bro, like you destroyed me, bro, because I was like, man, who is this dude calling me? Telling me I better fall in love with this. And I was like, hold on, this is the OG. This is Josh. Like, if he says this is something, because, bro, you was a mentor. So I had to take that out of love, like you wasn't hating. You know what I'm saying? Like, so many times us as men, we got so much testosterone and we think somebody trying to test us or step to us whenever. Nah, bro, bro, let somebody come at you in love. You know what I'm saying? And you never know, like, if you allow that wall to break down, and you allow somebody to speak into your life, you'll see it's actually them trying to grow you, not to tear you down. So, man, I thank you for that, bro. And I wanted to tell you that before we hung up, man. Like that really like changed my whole life with this barber.
That's what's up, bro. That's what's up, man. You know, that's my whole goal, man. I just want to be able to do that. And I glean, you know what I'm saying? I learned a lot from other people too. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, I've learned some stuff from you, Mike, you know what I'm saying? Just watching you and like, man, you know what I'm saying? That's a dope idea. I got to use that. So, you know what I'm saying? It's one of those things, bro, that, you know, you just, when you fall in love with this, you know what I'm saying? Everything going to come with it. You know what I'm saying?
Iron sharpens iron, man. Like one of the biggest things before we get off here, man, I want to tell everybody watching, man, find a mentor. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, find a mentor, y'all, because I'm telling you, they're going to save you a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of money. They got so much wisdom. Like I said, Josh been cutting hair, man. Says I know at least since he was 12. I know that for a fact. We wasn't even in junior high. I might have been in 7th grade when I first met you. Knew you was cutting hair. Yeah. You know what I mean? The thing is, bro, you've been doing it so long, and I've seen you where you from, bro. I'm just like thrilled and blessed to even like know you. You know what I'm saying? And that you had a part of my life as a barber. And even today, like I said, the principles you taught me. Working with you, bro, like I still hold them down today, bro. So I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, you definitely gotta, you know what I'm saying? You know, mentors are important, you know what I'm saying? You always need a mentor. You know, sometimes my mentors change and it's based on where I'm at. Like I may need a mentor for where I'm trying to go. You know what I mean? But once I hit that, then I'm looking for other mentors so I can continue to grow. Cause I want to go where they going, you know what I'm saying? Yep. So it's a lot of people out there that you can listen to right now on YouTube and different things like that. So again, find mentor, find somebody doing what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? It ain't hard, bro. You don't have to do nothing different. Just find out what they doing.
Yeah. and bro, listen again. It's okay, young men, young women, to say, hey, I need help. It's okay. Like, we don't have to know it all. It's okay not to know it all. Put your pride down and go to somebody that's in a field that maybe you want to get into, or avenue that you're trying to go to, and just say, hey, man, listen, I want to do what you're doing. Can you mentor me? Ask them. Like, listen, you would be surprised by how many people want to help somebody, but the reason why these people aren't being helped because of the pride, and they won't ask. You know what I mean? Like so, yeah, bro. Matter of fact, Terrell Reed, that's funny. He said Yorkshire, and Terrell, that's funny because that's the first place I ever seen Josh cutting hair. Was Yorkshire?
You know what up, man?
Yorkshire.
I won't tell the story about when I first cut Dino hair. I'm gonna leave him alone on here.
Yeah, you know, because you're punching back what you did. What up, Cheney? I see you. Yeah, man. Bro, I got like 2% left on this thing. It's gonna break, man. We got to do this again, Josh, man. Hey, Josh, because I want every one of y'all right now. I got Josh tagged on this video. If you haven't added Josh on Facebook as a friend, go add him as a friend right now. Because even if you aren't in the barbering, the hair industry, this dude is so smart when it comes to business, and he's such a visionary that you need to be hooked up with somebody like him through social media. So that way, if you have any questions, you can shoot this man a DM and hit him up. Ladies, he is married. His wife is gangster. I've known Shalandria my whole life. She will shoot. She'll shoot you and pray for you. No. But man, I appreciate you guys. I want to sign off for this. This thing gonna cut off. Bro.
Oh yeah, go ahead, bro. And we'll get back on it. Again, we're gonna do this again. I got somebody next week that I'm gonna have on the show.
Yeah, I'm gonna tune in. I'll be watching.
Bet, bro.
Okay, man. I appreciate you, big dog.
I appreciate you, bro.
All right, man. Y'all take it easy. See y'all later.